State Capitol newsroom. Governor Lee's Foundation for Education funding and charter school proposals now coming to light. This comes after a series of delays. News 2's Gerald Harris explains the changes are getting pushback from lawmakers and communities.
After telling Tennesseans more details of his planned education rewrite would be out this week, Governor Lee is delaying releasing his bill's language.
We're prepared to start having meetings, and I think the administration is, with members as soon as the language is out, the final language. I think there's preliminary stuff coming out, so we'll see what that looks like.
Lee's office announced a February 24th presentation with Education Commissioner Penny Schwann to pitch their new education funding formula.
It's a very complex thing, and it's gone back and forth with suggestions. And so, I'm not going to criticize them for trying to get it right and taking their time. That's what we want to do and not try to rush it through. So if they needed some extra time, that's fine.
It's a cornerstone of Lee's education plan to increase the number of taxpayer-funded charters in the state. Just this week, 2 charter school bills were rolled into next week, following some pushback from community members and Democrats.
He's proposing a pathway where the governor and his sort of hand-picked body up here gets to make local schools decisions for every county in the state. And that's not going to sit well in small-town Tennessee or big city Tennessee or suburban Tennessee.
Democrats say the expansion of charter schools, including the controversial Hillsdale charters, would undercut badly needed public school funding.
Our teachers are being expected to deal with a lot and teach children under very difficult circumstances with a lack of funding, a lack of resources. And so right now, we should be focused on that, getting educators the resources they need and making sure our children are in positive learning environments.
Proposed changes would make it easier for charter schools to bypass local school boards and get approval to open from the state. In Asheville, Gerald Harris, News 2.
Well, the governor's administration says they will be using a combination of base funding, weights, direct funding, and incentives for outcomes to decide how much each parent or district could receive.
Well, like many school districts in the area, Williamson County is feeling the strain to fill open positions. The county's website shows more than 200 open positions that include teachers, nurses, psychologists, coaches, bus drivers, cafeteria staff. That's just to name a few. Well, county commissioners recognize the struggle to attract and retain talent, which is why they unanimously voted to hand out raises.
The timing of these is a mid-year adjustment is very significant. And it's something rarely seen in terms of our operation, but we recognize what everybody's dealing with.
Well, coming up on News 2 at 6, we break down the raise rates and what it means for the upcoming school